Right, hello. I know technically this should have been out a week ago, but yeah, I was a bit busy last week, so coming at you this week instead. I was struggling with ideas on what to do for this video, but last week was my 25th birthday, so I thought we could talk about that, but just talking about being old doesn't really seem like that good a video, so Lego. Right, how cool is this that Lego have now put everything in paper bags? Like, yeah, looking out for the environment. So, as everyone who's here would probably know quite well, I am a musician. So, even though I could do a dolphin or a surfboard, definitely didn't have to double check that. We're going to be doing the ukulele because that's why I got this set. So, anyone who is a Lego fan is going to get quite annoyed at me for this, but I just make a mound of pieces and then just grab what I need out of the mound. So, sorry, not sorry. Also, I probably should have already checked if my phone is picking everything here up. Whoopsie. Yeah, we're good. Right. So, yeah, like I said, last week was my 25th birthday. And in the run up to my birthday, I was feeling like I was getting quite old. I'm at uni with a lot of people who haven't even turned, half my course mates haven't turned 21 yet. So being 25 already, I started uni older than most of these people will be when we graduate in a few months. As one of my friends has kept saying, my quarter life crisis, I really did feel like I was going to be old, and being in the music industry and X Factor back in the day had the over 25. So according to Simon Cowell, I'm now a pensioner, which is lovely and reassuring. As you can tell, I'm not a professional. This is where we're up to. This is how the Lego's looking. That's what it's looking like. Yeah. If I clear all this out of the way, and I put this here, and then you can see what I'm building. That's clever. That's clever. Being as I'm that much older than the rest of my course, everything felt like I'm just some old bloke. And the music industry is just so, especially with the advent of all these social medias like TikTok and Instagram Reels and whatever, it just feels like I'm a bit too old for it. And that is something that I've obviously starting uni 3 years older than everyone else, 4 years older than everyone else, damn. I've known that, I knew from the beginning that I was going to feel older than everyone, but it took quite a bit of time for that to actually sink in and actually leave me feeling older. Within 2 weeks, I was like, yeah, I'm just the same as everyone here. There's no difference between me and anyone else on my course. We're just in the same boat, learning the same shit. It is what it is. But now, being as I am significantly older and we're this close to graduating and X Factor's calling me old, it just is a different feeling of being old. Like I said, everyone's gonna hate me if you're a Lego person because I don't know where this piece is. And you're probably like, oh, if you just organised it. But no, that's effort. The one downside to these paper bags is I can't just look at it and go, oh, there's a piece still inside it. So I've just fondled the bag and it's not in the bag. There we go. So yeah, I'm at a point where I felt like everyone who is doing what I want to be doing is already, they're already where I want to be by the age I'm at. That was worrying me a fair bit. I wouldn't say it was an issue, but like there was definitely a lot of overthinking and a lot of losing sleep over everything that happened, which is quite a shame, honestly, but it is what it is. And so, but in the run up to my birthday, I spent all this time worrying about how I was going to be old and how I'm over the hill with like my career and whatever, and I was making a big deal out of it. And so Sunday night, the day before my birthday, my family were all like, "Oh, what do you want to do tomorrow? What's your plans?" And I'm like, "I want to have a lie-in." Sure enough, I'm out of bed before 9 a.m., which I think that's insanity. Like, I struggle to get out of bed before 9 a.m. when I have a 9 a.m. And here I was, just casually on my birthday, up at 9 a.m. even though I was asking for a lie-in. But weirdly, all the worries I'd been having for, at this point, easily a month, all those worries were just not there anymore. And I woke up and I was like, I feel no different to yesterday. And yesterday I was 24. So being 25 can't be that different to being 24. Turns out it isn't. But one other advantage to now being 25 instead of being 24 is I'm now insured on my parents' car. So I drive a tiny little thing. And the morning of my birthday, my parents were like, "Yeah, let's go into Southampton. We'll go around Southampton on my birthday." And I was like, "Cool, works for me." Means I could buy Lego, which can't say no to that. Yeah, on my birthday, we went into Southampton. And so my dad drove to Mackey's, and then we swapped seats, and I got to drive, something much, much bigger, much more powerful and more impressive than my rinky-dinky little i10. And so by the time I got back Tuesday evening, back to uni for lectures Tuesday, all the worries I'd had about feeling old had just disappeared. I went from being someone who's old to being someone who's young, but able to drive much nicer cars. So, yeah. Turns out growing up's pretty cool, even if I am indeed an old man. But age is just a mindset, and mentally I'm like 6, as you can tell by the fact I'm building Lego to talk about feeling old. But this is like the best a video has gone without a script, and it's all because I'm not thinking about what I'm saying, because I am just Legoing. And at the end of it, I'm going to have a Lego ukulele. Would have been nice to also have a Lego Stitch, but they sold out like day they got them in, apparently, which is quite disappointing. And they're on back order, so they don't know when they're going to be getting more. Eventually, I'm going to have to get a Lego Stitch. And hopefully by then I'll have a much better system set up to record making Lego Stitch. Because I might edit this video and realise that none of this is that good. But for me, a big part of this process is getting myself into a routine, getting used to talking to people, because I sound robotic if I have to talk on stage. It's not good. It is not good at all. So I'm just trying to use this sort of environment of like making content to improve on my skills. I had absolutely no idea how to like use video editing software. Couldn't even sync up tracks before this. So it's teaching me a lot of valuable skills and hopefully at least starting to build some sort of engagement at the same time, getting me into a routine, teaching me how to make content. I've probably already said that one, but it's just, it's just a big thing. Being in the music industry involves wearing a lot of hats, and this is teaching me to wear hats, and I can make Lego while I'm doing it, so not going to complain about that. I've just realised the ukulele is going to have eyes inside, and I don't even know if I am picking up. Yeah, the ukulele is going to have eyes inside. So they're just going to be staring at me, even though there's going to be like black Lego filling it in rather than an actual hole. I'm going to know they're staring at me through the void. And that's terrifying. So as I said, I had to come back Tuesday last week after my birthday. While my parents were over, the only night I didn't spend staying in the house they'd booked out was that Tuesday night, because Wednesday morning I had a 9 a.m, which I didn't want to go to, but somehow got out of bed on time. On the Wednesday, so that afternoon after said 9 a.m, our university put on a networking event type thing, which honestly I wasn't sure what I was expecting of it. We've had one in the past, but we knew this one was going to be less attended than the one we had a couple of years ago. So I wasn't really sure what to expect from what was happening. I've been trying so hard not to say it in all this video. I don't know how many times I've said it, but now I'm noticing it. And it's getting on my tits. So, yeah, I wasn't really sure what to expect from this networking event. But I ended up staying an hour late because there is a lawyer called Stacey. She's on TikTok. People call her Music Grandma. We absolutely love her. She is so iconic, and she absolutely loves fruit punch. So she obviously got good taste. But obviously, as we're all graduating, and she knows we're all graduating, she was asking us what our... I put that one in the wrong place. Shit. She was asking those of us in fruit punch what our plans are for after uni. And so I'm going back to the island after uni. It's kind of worrying based on what the music scene is kind of like over there. There's a few bands, incredibly talented, but the music industry over there is so disconnected from off the island. So the music industry at home is quite disconnected from kind of the UK music scene, and there's some incredibly talented bands that just aren't doing anything outside of essentially playing pub gigs most weekends, and that's about it for them. There is interest for recording, and chances are a lot of those people are leaving the island because there's only one studio on the island. So chances are a lot of the people who want to be doing recordings are having to travel to do their recordings, and as such there is some availability in the market to get people who are leaving the island to do recordings to do their recordings on the island. So why not be the person who is taking that opportunity? Eventually I'll be moving back to England, but I can do my bit to help a music scene that chances are could be very successful find that success based on the work I've been able to do at uni and the things I know from being at uni, and just taking that initiative to get it done. Because I mean, once you've got that initiative, what else do you need? And I can use it to start my career, I can use it to start other people's careers, we can use it to just make things happen for people. I know in the music industry luck's a big thing, but someone's got to make that luck. And people have got to be ready for when the luck comes. So if that's what I can do for people, why don't I jump on that opportunity? Right, I've already been recording building this Lego set for like 25 minutes. And I didn't know I'd be talking this long. I don't really know what else I've got to tell. Let's just carry on and see what happens. If I come up with anything else interesting to say, then I'll say it, but who knows? Also, this whole time I've been recording, there has been something just buzzing, a very high-pitched buzz, and it is driving me absolutely fucking insane. So I'm hoping, based on what I can see from the camera's microphone and the actual microphone I'm recording, I'm hoping you guys aren't having to hear it, but if you are, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm going to have enough storage on my phone or my laptop to actually edit this video. That's going to be exciting. What I might do is just talk for the first bag and then come in and just wrap things up when the Lego's done. Because, like I said, I'm new to this. I don't know how to talk for that long. I've told you what I was planning on talking about for today, so see you in a bit. So, here's where we are after bag one. I mean, essentially in a guitar that would be one piece of wood anyway, so that's a pretty good thing. I'm going to set up a time lapse, record the other two bags, and then I will speak to you all at the end. So I'll see you in a bit. It's tiny, it's not that small, I've got a fat head, but here is the Lego ukulele in all its glory, and then here it is on a nice little beach, which is really cute. Took me almost an hour to do those other two bags, so probably going to have to absolutely steamroll that. Probably going to have to absolutely steamroll that time lapse. But hey, you know, shit happens. I tried doing most of that with my left hand so that the camera could pick it up. If I do another Lego-esque video, I'll probably find a better way to record the actual Lego-ing of it, because I feel like this is going to be awful. But yeah, so videos are going to be every 2 weeks from today. So 2 weeks time is some point in April. I'll see you all then. Bye.